Today I'm going to show you how we can use our quiz results to determine what we should study for revision. So firstly we select classes and then we select maths. And once we're on our math class page, then we select the 3 dots in the top right hand corner and press view grades. Now we can see all of our results for all of our quizzes for the year. Now Miss Collier is learning, so next time I'm going to change the settings so we can get rid of the number drills quiz when we want to look at revision, but at the moment we can't. So we're just going to focus on this right hand section of the screen. If you have more things like your assignments or your photos of working out that are blocking your view, you can click this down arrow and select quiz. That means that it will only show you the data for quizzes. What we want to do now is look at how our data is. So if I zoom in on these prep for revision questions, you will see there is a bar and then there is a red dot. These graphs are called box and whisker plots, and you'll learn about them in year 8 and you'll learn how to create them in year 8. These boxes show the average results for your class. The little line at the bottom is the lowest score that someone has gotten, and the line at the top is the highest score that someone's gotten. The box shows the average, where the average number of students are getting their results. And the red dot is where you have gotten your results. Now we don't need to worry too much about what everyone else in the class is getting. We need to worry about what we are getting. So I'm going to look for my lowest red dot. And on here, my lowest red dot is prep for revision rates and best buys. So that is the thing that I'm going to go study first. The other thing that I think I need to study is prep for revision multiplying and dividing expressions, and probably some ratios as well. What I definitely do not need to study first is substituting and the balance method, because I got 100% for those quizzes. That doesn't mean I shouldn't study them at all. I do need to study them, but it's not going to be the first thing I do. As this week of revision goes on, Miss Collier is going to give you more quizzes to do, and you can keep coming back to these grades, keep seeing where you're at with your different understanding of the topics in order to figure out what you should study next. Well, first of all, revision is covering all topics. So I know I've told you how to prioritize your topics, but you need to make sure you're still covering every topic because they'll all be on the exam. Next is not just doing easy questions. If you're really confident in an area, you shouldn't be doing easy questions for that topic. You should be pushing yourself. Next, studying daily. While you may be studying at school, you should be studying every afternoon and on the weekend as well. You need to keep doing it over and over in order to cement the knowledge in your head. You also need to ask for help quickly. This doesn't mean asking your teacher every 2 seconds how to do a problem. There are many ways to ask for help, such as asking a friend, looking in your textbook at worked examples, watching the YouTube videos, etc. You can also ask your teacher, but it needs to happen quickly. You don't just sit there and stare at a problem for half an hour not knowing what to do. This is wasting your revision time. You could also teach someone else. If someone else is having a problem with ratios and you know how to do it, and you can explain to them how to do the problem, not do the problem for them, but explain to them how it works, this helps you to cement your knowledge about ratios or whatever topic you're teaching. You also need to show all your working. Revising is not just about knowing the topic, but it's about knowing the procedure and how to show your working out for that procedure. This means you actually have to revise showing your working out, which means you need to show your working out on your revision questions. You can't expect to get into the exam and show your working out for the first time in those conditions. Some other tips I have for you is that revision time is not about making pretty notes and highlighting different bits of information. While you may want to make a note sheet or give yourself a summary, etc., this should be done quickly, and it doesn't need to be beautiful with lots of different colors and pictures. That's wasting your revision time. You need to be doing the math in your revision time. At home, you need to set up a good study environment that you can work well, that is free from distractions. And lastly, you need to be getting sleep. You can't be staying up late every night studying. It won't help you actually. And you can't expect, oh, I'll just get a good night's sleep the day before the exam. It doesn't actually help you. Your body will be drained. So you need to be getting good sleep this whole week.